Let's not sugarcoat this. America is staring down the barrel of a financial crisis. The signs are all around us, and the numbers paint a grim picture. The numbers are bleak. A staggering 75% of Americans are struggling to pay their monthly bills. This isn't just a statistic, it's a reflection of the daily struggles faced by millions of families. That's not a small segment of the population, it's a national epidemic. When you walk down the street, 3 out of every 4 people you see are grappling with financial instability. This isn't just about missing a payment here or there. It's about a fundamental inability to make ends meet. It's about the anxiety that comes with not knowing if you'll be able to keep a roof over your head or food on the table. Think about that for a second. 3/4 of the country living on a financial knife edge. It's a precarious situation where one unexpected medical bill, car repair, or job loss could push families over the edge. We're talking about 331 million people, many of whom are one unexpected expense away from complete financial ruin. The stress and uncertainty are palpable, affecting mental health and overall well-being. This isn't a partisan issue, it's an American issue. It transcends political affiliations and affects people from all walks of life. Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, financial instability doesn't discriminate. We're bombarded with images of American prosperity, but the reality for millions is far different. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is widening, and the middle class is shrinking. The American dream is becoming increasingly out of reach, and it's time we face these uncomfortable truths head-on. Home ownership, once a cornerstone of that dream, is slipping away for many. This isn't just about individual responsibility, it's about systemic issues that have created a perfect storm of financial instability. From wage stagnation to rising living costs, the deck is stacked against the average American. We need to address these systemic issues with comprehensive policies that provide real solutions. It's about creating a safety net that ensures no one falls through the cracks. Community support and awareness are crucial. By coming together, we can advocate for change and support those who are struggling. It's time to turn the tide and work towards a future where financial stability is a reality for all Americans. Together, we can make a difference. One of the biggest culprits in this financial mess? Debt. It's a word that sends shivers down the spine of many, and for good reason. Debt has become an almost inescapable part of modern life, and it's dragging countless individuals and families into a financial abyss. Specifically, the easy availability of credit cards and loans. These financial tools, while convenient, often come with hidden traps that can ensnare even the most cautious of spenders. The allure of instant gratification can be hard to resist. It's like we're being handed a shovel and told to keep digging, even as the hole gets deeper and deeper. Every swipe of the card, every loan taken out adds another layer to the financial burden. The deeper we go, the harder it becomes to climb out. We're encouraged to spend money we don't have on things we don't need. Advertisements and marketing campaigns are designed to make us believe that happiness and success are just a purchase away. But in reality, this spending spree only leads to more debt. The average American household is carrying a staggering amount of debt. Credit card debt, student loan debt, medical bills, and auto loans, it all adds up. Each type of debt comes with its own set of challenges and stressors, compounding the overall financial strain. Auto loans, for instance, can seem manageable at first, but over time, the interest and fees can become overwhelming. Student loans, meant to be an investment in the future, often turn into a lifelong burden. The weight of these debts can be crushing, and the interest rates? Don't even get me started. High interest rates can turn a manageable debt into an insurmountable one. They add up quickly, making it nearly impossible to pay off the principal amount. It's a financial trap that many fall into. It's a vicious cycle that's incredibly difficult to break free from. Once you're in, it feels like there's no way out. The constant pressure to make payments, the fear of falling behind, and the stress of mounting interest can be overwhelming. We're constantly bombarded with messages telling us to buy now, pay later. These offers seem like a good deal at first, but they often come with hidden costs. The convenience of deferred payments can lead to a false sense of financial security, but what they don't tell you is that later comes with a hefty price tag. The interest and fees associated with these payment plans can add up quickly, leaving you with a much larger bill than you initially anticipated. It's a costly lesson that many learn too late. It's time we started having honest conversations about debt and its impact on our lives. We need to educate ourselves and others about the dangers of easy credit and the importance of financial literacy. Only then can we begin to break free from the cycle of debt and build a more secure financial future. The harsh reality is that a significant portion of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. A recent survey revealed that a shocking 63% of employees wouldn't be able to cover a $500 emergency expense. Let that sink in for a moment. We're not talking about a luxury vacation or a new car here. We're talking about a flat tire, a trip to the dentist, or a broken appliance. These aren't optional expenses. They're part of life. This statistic paints a stark picture of the financial fragility facing millions. It means that a single unexpected event could push them over the edge. It's a constant state of anxiety and uncertainty. If the $500 figure wasn't alarming enough, consider this. A staggering 44% of Americans can't afford an unexpected $11,000 expense. We're talking about a medical emergency, a job loss, or a major car repair. These are life-altering events that can happen to anyone at any time. The lack of financial preparedness is a ticking time bomb. It's not a matter of if, but when disaster will strike. And when it does, millions will be woefully unprepared to weather the storm. This isn't just about individual responsibility. It's about a system that's failing to provide adequate safety nets. It's time we started demanding better. The illusion of affluence, high incomes, higher expenses. Here's a common misconception, that financial struggles are limited to those with low incomes. The reality is far more nuanced. While it's true that lower-income households face unique challenges, higher incomes don't necessarily equate to financial security. The problem is that as incomes rise, so do expenses. Bigger houses, fancier cars, more extravagant vacations. It's easy to get caught up in a cycle of lifestyle inflation. We start to believe that we need to keep up with the Joneses, even if it means stretching our finances thin. The pressure to maintain a certain image can be immense, and it often leads to a false sense of security. We might look affluent on the outside, but behind closed doors, we're struggling to stay afloat. Redefining luxuries, the new age of financial restraint. The financial squeeze is forcing many Americans to rethink their definition of luxury. What was once considered a commonplace expense is now a luxury that many can no longer afford. We're seeing a shift in spending habits as people cut back on non-essential items. Eating out less, canceling streaming services, and putting off vacations are just a few examples of how people are adjusting to this new reality. It's a far cry from the days of frivolous spending and carefree indulgence. The economic landscape is changing, and we're all being forced to adapt. It's a time for pragmatism and responsible spending. The domino effect, missed payments, and the spiral of consequences. The consequences of financial mismanagement can be dire. It starts with missed payments, a credit card bill here, a utility bill there. But it quickly snowballs into something much bigger. Late fees pile up, interest rates skyrocket, and your credit score plummets. Suddenly, you're trapped in a vicious cycle of debt and financial instability. It becomes harder to rent an apartment, secure a loan, or even get a job. The stress is relentless, and it takes a toll on every aspect of your life. It's a slippery slope that's all too easy to fall down. And once you're in it, it can feel impossible to climb back out. The urgency of preparedness, navigating an uncertain financial future. The message is clear. We're facing a financial crisis of epic proportions. The signs are everywhere, from the volatile stock markets to the alarming headlines in the news. It's a wake-up call for all of us. The time for complacency is over. We can no longer afford to sit back and hope for the best. The clock is ticking, and every moment counts. We need to be proactive in preparing for an uncertain financial future. This means having open and honest discussions with our families and making concrete plans. This isn't about fear-mongering. It's about facing reality and taking control of our financial well-being. It's about making informed decisions and being prepared for whatever comes our way. Start by creating a budget and sticking to it. A budget helps you understand where your money is going and where you can cut back. Build an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. Pay down debt as aggressively as possible. High-interest debt can quickly spiral out of control, so it's crucial to tackle it head-on. And most importantly, educate yourself about personal finance. Knowledge is a powerful tool that can help you make better financial decisions. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your money. Take the time to learn about investing, saving, and managing your finances. The future may seem daunting, but it's not hopeless. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow and become stronger. By taking action today, we can weather the storm and emerge stronger on the other side. It's about building a solid foundation for the future. Remember, this isn't just about money, it's about our peace of mind, our security, and our future. It's about creating a life where we feel safe and secure, no matter what happens in the world around us. Financial preparedness is not just a strategy, it's a mindset. It's about being ready for the unexpected and having the confidence to face whatever comes our way.